From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the pitch to Freeman. Finding room at the 30. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 81 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Ace, ace. Slow. Left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z. Hey, watch the slant. So.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Left.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. The 20. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down. Here's Coleman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Ball defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. I got 15. Tight on, tight on, tight on.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On second down, Ryan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And out across midfield down to the 45. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace. Ace.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left. Slow. Z.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that... And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. To throw on second down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
54,
Hey, wait. Right. Hey, wait.
Now Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
22.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play...
And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
11. 54, south.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And he's got Sanu. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Get up! Let's go!
Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Blue 45, blue 45. Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. Hold on.
They begin here with a run by West. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, let's go!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Finding room inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z. Ace. Slow.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, 525. Gun. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tuesday. Hey. Gun.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final